What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jaime G. It's having my little dinner and thought I'd jump out here and have dinner with y'all, man. So I just saw the homie JD's live, and it's crazy because I was just thinking about that, how we start, getting into a lot of these stories about the past, about being locked up in prison, about all the crimes we've committed. You know what I'm saying? We open up ourselves, to the world. And we out here, sharing our testimony, our experiences. So in doing so, we bring a lot of memories from back in the day. We rewind it, and sometimes they come back to life. And a lot of these memories and these testimonies, they bring a lot of heartache. They bring a lot of darkness out when we relive those moments. So it was crazy him saying that that's why we try, like, he tries to steer clear and kind of shoot the channel in another direction. I'm eating chicken, by the way. Mashed potatoes and on some wine. Non-alcoholic wine. Ain't nothing glamorous about going to war, about violence, about getting into knife fights, shootouts, hurting people in the penitentiary, in the streets. Ain't nothing glorious about none of that shit, man. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like a hypocrite and say I've never gone down that road. I've made that mistake plenty of times as a young buck, as a youngster, homie. But any veteran, any OG that's been to war and taken losses, lost friends, relatives, that they ended up getting killed, dying, to this bullshit. You get a different perspective on violence, a different perspective on war. And then and there is when you realize that it ain't nothing to glamorize, that ain't nothing to be cool about. Because when it's on, bro. And I'm trying to refer this to a lot of channels that are starting to come out here and trying to glorify this lifestyle. Like it's cool. And it ain't, homie. Don't get that impression that it's cool, to go through all this shit. A lot of people that go to prison, they nothing but losers, man. They can't run shit out here in society. So they figure, I might as well go to prison and try to run shit in there off of violence, off of force. Because I sure as hell can't do it out here in the world. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's all about the success, man. It's all about the success, man. Staying free, freedom lifestyle, you know what I mean? On the road to redemption from the Most High, the God of the universe, getting redemption from Him, you know what I'm saying? That's the time we're on out here. But I'm still gonna keep doing the prison ministry, going to the penitentiaries out here in my state, and praying over these convicts and you know what I mean, giving my testimony, hearing them out and showing them that love, reaching out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I really understand the whole street lifestyle, you know what I mean? I understand that a lot of these guys, they're just broken little boys, you know what I mean? that they have a subconscious little boy that still hasn't grown up and gotten over the pain of, you know, the heartache and the betrayals and all the bullshit that they endured as a little kid, you know, from their adults. Their parents might have been missing, you know, they might have got abused violently, sexually. They might have had a lot of drug activity going on in their life, you know, exposed to a lot of violence, a lot of poverty, you know, a lot of drunks around them, crackheads, heroin addicts, you know what I mean? And that stuff messes with your head, man. A lot of these guys just need some counseling, you know what I mean? They just need to let it all out in a group session, you know, with individuals that have been down that road, homie, and help them grow out of that shit. These penitentiaries in the US, they're all fucked up, man. Most of them ain't doing jack shit for the inmate, but just leaving them there, you know what I'm saying, to do some funky ass time. You know, no rehabilitation, there's none of that. It's a fucking joke. You know what I mean? And the joke's on us, on the inmate. You know what I mean? These assholes are getting filthy rich, you know, the prison system ain't nothing but a cash cow, bro. That's all it is, man. Getting rich off the misery, you know what I'm saying, of other inmates. All right, just having a little dinner and going over the live stream JD did. But this goes out to all the real OGs. Saludos, homie, toast. And only the real G's. The ones that have been through the bullshit and came out and you're still alive, homie. Don't take that for granted, you know what I'm saying? That's a huge blessing. To be able to have gone through the thug life, the street life, and survived. You know, from the streets to the penitentiary, came back out and still out here, man. This is my 8th year out of prison, and I'm here to say, fuck prison, homie. I'm living my life to the fullest, man. And that's my dream and my vision for all these former inmates, former convicted felons, to come out here and, you know what I'm saying, help this disease that's, you know, plagued, you know, the streets, the Miami, nationally, from the East Coast to the West Coast to the southern states to the northern states. You know, everybody's falling victim and taking losses out here to this bullshit, man. The only ones that gonna change this shit, man, is the OGs. It's us, homie. You know what I mean? It's up to you to change your ways first. Before anything, you gotta change your ways, homie. Because you can't help nobody change and, you know what I'm saying, do something better and positive in their life if you're still out here living a double life, you know, perpetrating to be something you're not. You know what I'm saying? I've been a victim to that bullshit myself. By the grace of God, I don't live a double life no more. But this was years in the making. You know what I'm saying? My whole life I was a criminal, homie. All of it. I started breaking the law when I was 12, and I didn't until I was 30 years old, homie. You know, that's 18 years of being a straight criminal, you know what I'm saying? Broke every law damn near known to man. You know, and for a while I was trying to live a double life. Be a father, a husband, a student, a worker, and a criminal. You know, living a straight double life, homie. And it caught up to me, you know, little by little, it started eating me alive inside, man. Something had to change. I couldn't keep hiding, you know, who I really was. I got tired of that shit, you know what I mean? You know, because before I came to the light and said, I'm going to be a positive figure, an OG out here in the streets. Before that, I didn't have a YouTube channel, Facebook. I steer clear of all that shit. I didn't want my face or my name nowhere in the internet. All I had was flip phones with no cameras. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. These were the phones that I fucked with, man, for years. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't accept no phone calls. All I would accept was text messages. How much you need? You need 1 ounce, 2 ounces, 5 ounces? How many pounds you need? 5, 10, 20? You know what I'm saying? That's all I gave a damn about. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't about that money, then I didn't want to hear shit about it, homie. I'm selling this dope, I'm selling this work, and that's the only business you need to be hollering at me about. All that other shit, I wasn't trying to hear it, homie. You know, but my life today is I want to give back, you know, to humanity, homie. To my fellow man, I want to be a service, you know, and give back my wisdom and knowledge that I've gained from making these mistakes, you know. You know, it really hurt me hanging the gloves up on that dope dealer lifestyle. It really hurt me a shitload, man. Because it's like, never once did it cross my mind that I wasn't going to make it. In my mind, ever since I was 12, I knew I was going to get rich, that I was going to, you know, blow up in the dope game. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Even though I took loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. It took so many losses, I lost count. Hundreds of losses. You know what I mean? And I never gave up on that. None of that stopped me or killed my hopes or my dreams. I just always said I have to come smarter. I have to come back harder. You know, I did this next time. I'm gonna make it happen. And you know what I mean? It was never stable, homie. Even though I would make rags and make a killing off this stuff, it was never something that was meant to really work and be something, you know, that I can prosper in longevity-wise. You know, the streets is a setup, homie. That's how the devil wants it to look like. You know what I mean? The only people that win on these streets is the law enforcement. They're the only ones accumulating more prisons, more law enforcement, you know, more courthouses. They're getting filthy rich, man, off of our mistakes, off of all this crime we do, man. They're the only ones that win, bro. Criminals ain't shit, bro. And it kills me because I see a lot of these knuckleheads, you know, acting like they run shit and that, you know what I mean? Like they tough and they, you know what I'm saying, they just on top of the game. And really, you know what I'm saying, you're the biggest puppet of them all. And I know because I was that puppet, man. Could be mentally ill, yeah, that too. 8 years, God bless. 8 years. Cold-hearted woman, stop treating me wrong. Loving you is wrong. So I got a challenge for you. If you're an OG, step up to the plate, homie. Get yourself together. Get yourself 100. Because I stand on my word, homie, that I ain't never going back to prison. I stand on it on dry concrete. You know what I mean? There ain't no backsliding or none of that shit. Once you can really come out here and mean that, then you can be of benefit to the young G's, to these old knuckleheads that still need to get over a lot of this crap and have a renewed mind, get reformed. You know what I mean? Cookie Love, I'm out of here. A toast to all the OGs, man, all the young G's. I'm Mo. And I'm out here, homie.